Mic check. 1 2 1 2. All day, every day. Ginger Beef, what's up? Had to cut yourself off of Twitch at work? Heard that. ADHD, Rhea Prey, 411, my man Disco. My man Coil Daddy, Dark Horse, Olis UK. Ginger Beef. Do I have a full-time job? Motherfucker, I can't work. I got the ADHD. I'm fired from every job I've ever had.
Let's do it!
Yo, dog, Kenny Boucher here, Next Level Painting. Hitting you up. On the literal best of all days, coming to you live from that beat slab in undisclosed location in Central Florida. Host multiple hurricane. We're doing it again. Needless Guilt, what's up, brother? Chaotic Painting. Let me move these around. I put these on the wrong side. There we go. Ginger Beef says, legit, you don't work because of ADHD. that's an exaggeration. I'm not exaggerating when I say I've been fired from every job I've ever had. And the ADHD plays a pivotal factor in that explanation. Repray. Kenny is too alpha to be an employee. The only authority he'd recognize employment is, I mean, that's a part of it. It's not, I mean, it's like the way you say it's funnier. Like, the way you say it's definitely more funny. It's more like the filters and the masks one must wear and utilize in order to fit in society and like make friends, keep people happy around them. That gets there's like a degrading curve of ability to maintenance curve and a job for me. So like I start off pretty good, pretty charismatic, get the job, get the pay I want. you know, do pretty good work and impress people, but then the other little bullshit minutia of like the workplace chips at my filter and mask, and then we do end up and arrive at a state, as Rhea Frey mentions, which is the only authority I acknowledge is my own, which gets you fired immediately. Ginger Beef says, glad you still here. Would have sucked up, right? I had that thought too. It would suck to have my new crib get destroyed right after setting it up. Sorman the White OG in the house. What's up, brother? The only job you're good at is being a hobo. Yeah, that's... I have this skill set required to be homeless. No doubt. Ginger B says, no mask here. All kinds of fucks hate me around here. Reappraise. You had an employer with that issue, but he was also a fentanyl addict. I mean, during that time period that that I'm talking about, Ginger Beef and like I was unmedicated. Like for about 19 years, I didn't take Adderall. Because when I was 21, my childhood psychiatrist was like, you'll grow out of it. You know, enter a 10-year period of me losing every job, spectacularly, you know, had a girl I dated dump me, spectacularly, you know, everything. Finally, I honed in on this, but like kind of through necessity and brute force. So I imagine me unmedicated, not far off from a fentanyl addict. K. Kruger, what's up? Ginger Beef says, shit, my boss lets me run my shop. Never see him. He works at a different location. Every now and then he calls, what's up with this shit? I say, blah, blah, blah. He says, okay, good for another 6 months. Oh, I was a cook once, and I remember at this one breakfast restaurant, the owner came up to me and was like, all right, man, like, I'll talk to you about your closing habits. It was like, oh, what's up, man? You know? He's like, yeah, you didn't like mop up, you didn't do this, you didn't do that yesterday. I was like, oh yeah, I mean, like I'm a cook, so suck my dick. like, yeah. I was like, I didn't understand the misunderstanding. He's like, well, like it's your responsibility. It's like, I have no recollection of us discussing that I was a janitor. He's like, well, I mean, it's like implicit in your responsibility. It's like, where's this fucking handbook that outlined that? Because last time I checked, you asked me if I can cook breakfast and what my experience of cooking breakfast was. And I did that job. And now you're mad at me because I didn't do a job that wasn't on my list of responsibilities, which is janitor. Bruh. Fired. That was a good memory. Reappraise. Oh yeah, not on me, but it is common in on the cook lines that, you know, a lot, especially a lot of owner operator places, they're not gonna have a floor cleaning guy. They're gonna make us do it. I'm like, I refuse to do this. All the other cooks were like cleaning up and sweeping. I was like, I'm clocking out. Bye. Okay, Kruger says, can I say that when I started to watch you, you was not smiling a lot? Now when you move in with your lady, you smile at every stream? Aw. I'll tell her you said that. She'll love that. Moveface Killer says, I fucking misplaced 200 formula bases and I'm losing my shit. They're gone. Yeah, I already checked my beehole. That was my next suggestion. Another time I worked at this other place, cook, And you would like, the way it worked was like you'd write these tickets for your own meals for lunch, and then they put it like on your paycheck, like with the deduction. But they wanted you to, like, you know, for whatever business reasons, put the ticket on there. But they, you know, they charged you just like half off, you know. And I just got in the habit of saying, like, I'm just making my lunch and not doing it. And then this lady who worked there too was like so mad because she saw me doing that. I saw it in her fucking little eyes, her beady little eyes. She was gonna go tell on me. I was like, this fucking bitch is gonna go tell on me? I was like, all right. So I see her scuttle off, like trying to play it cool. And I'm like, boom, grab the fucking ticket, wrote it out, slap, put that shit on there, and then I went right back to eating like nothing happened. And she came over and grabbed the stack of tickets, like all nonchalant, and then looked at it. She's like, you put this on here because you saw me going to telling you. I was like, I don't talk about, I always do that. Bro, it turned into this whole thing where she's like in my face, screaming at me, yelling at me in front of customers, everything. Kenny gets fired. That's my life. That was my life. I get fired. But I'm telling the story with a degree of bias. This reprices hilariously, as you mentioned it too. The fat guy would literally fall asleep on his feet like narcoleptic. My manager thought it was her biggest mistake to hire him. Okay, Quintus, can I ask a question about a problem I have with an airbrush? Yeah, you can. So, Reapray, obviously in the way I told that story, you're like, yeah, how dare they? Like, she was screaming in your face in front of customers and you got fired? I will acknowledge that I was insufferably smug in my management of that confrontation, of that conflict. Absolutely maximum. So I definitely dialed her up. I definitely fucking... This is a good memory. Oh yeah, replay. Yep. Triggered that Karen. Reiterate. Yeah, this is pre-Karen like culture too, but she was absolutely Karen. Got fired from a overnight floor cleaning company. Got fired from... That one was weird, man. Like we were this guy's business was like, we cleaned like all these grocery stores, like the late night crew, like 2 a.m, like McDonald's, like ball pits, fucking playpens, all sorts of wild shit. And he said like I was stealing from the grocery store that we were cleaning, but what it really was is he didn't like my language. And so he made up an excuse. He didn't like the way I talked. And I refused to capitulate, though he was my boss and he was paying me. See, that's like the filter problem. Okay, Kruger, when I add airbrush foam improver to the airbrush with some paint, the airbrush starts to spit and the paint makes dots. When I'm using thinner, it never happens. It never happens when I use my airbrush, no matter what I do. .99% of all airbrush solutions are add more water. Renegade, did you fire yourself when you run your own game store? I mean, I went out of business. That counts, right? Ray Price says, nothing like faking a crime to fire someone for their personal attributes. Yeah, it's all bullshit. Because ultimately, it's people can't accept me for who I am. But I need money. You know? I got fired for Bronco Billy's casino. They said I spit in someone's food. They said they had it on camera. Fucking escorted me off the property with a fucking security guard that I was friends with. Like, literally, but it's crazy because they fired 2 of us. So I'm not well liked. This other guy was, but he was the highest paid cook. So I kind of feel like they already wanted to get rid of me no matter what. I was a new guy. I was fresh from Miami up in these mountains of Colorado. And this other guy, he was like really well loved, but he also, from what I understood, made it like twice as much money as other cooks. So I think they like used me to fire him. And it was like at will state. They don't have to prove anything. 86th. I have a lifetime ban. Got fired from the Triple Crown Casino, JP Grill. I remember I was cooking, and I had at the time, I think I had a labrae piercing here, and they like updated their company handbook or something like that to say you couldn't have like facial piercings. And this key manager came up to me to tell me that. And I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna take it out. She's like, well, like, it's the policy. I was like, yeah, I didn't sign that. Like, that was not the rule. Like, you can't just alter the rule. This is a TOS situation. You have to give me the fucking paperwork and I have to reassess it. You can't just come back here and tell me I am gonna get like a mark on my record or whatever. I was like, also, it's totally biased. I'm in a closed kitchen. And what, the cocktail servers can have any piercing they want? It's sexist. I was up in the general manager's office later that afternoon getting fired. This guy named Richard Rinschlag. All I had to do was take the labrae piercing out. You know, like all these things, these memories flood back in, you know? Like, just fill out the tickets the way it wanted to. Just sweep the floors the way they wanted you to. Just don't say bad words like that other guy wanted you to. You know, like just normal job stuff. Couldn't do it. That's just like 3 examples, 5, maybe 4 examples. This is all hilarious. Did you meet? But the funny thing, but the way she phrased it, she had me up in Richard Winschlag's office, and she was like, he was being combative and aggressive to me. I was like, so you're telling on me to the general manager, and you're telling him I was like aggressive to you? Oh, that's a tight lie. I just said no. So disagreeing with you and not acquiescing to your fucking, you know. Dirty wart-filled schlong. Yo, crazy side note, I saw that guy Richard Winschlag beat the shit out of a guy once. Ginger beef. That general manager. Saw him beat the shit out of this guy named Donnie. Saruman the White OG.
Motherfucker, I'm enjoying this shit. Here's to a guy who doesn't give a shit.
It's my boy Saruman the White OG. Thank you, brother. Let me get some love and chat from my main dude right there. The OG 666, of course. Mark of the Beast Mode. Ginger beef. Who's combative? Yeah, dude. There's this guy. He was like huge. This guy was like 6'4". Like he was like a drug addict and a drunk, but he was an AA. When I knew him, like when we worked, like he gave him his job back because the guy got clean and went to AA. So this guy Richard Winchlaw, he's not the problem. Like I should make that clear. He fired me because he backed his key manager. But this guy, what the fuck? Hold on. Oh no, she dropped her bottle of wine. My lady just sent me a picture of a broken wine bottle. Let me go help her. Give me a second.
fall, even the neighbors call. But then you rip out my heart, every artery, a part of me. Ooh. It's obvious to me that you love to watch me bleed. But not half as much as I love when you leave. I hate to see you lose. But I love to watch when you're walking away from me. Walking away from me. Yeah, yeah. 'Cause I could be anything you want. I could be anything you need. Baby, tell me it's something real, and I'll give you everything. Every now and then wicked smile. You know I can't help myself. They play around with me for a while, keep tearing me up until there's nothing left. Ooh, it's obvious to me. Yeah, you love to watch me bleed. But not half as much as I love when you leave. I hate to see you lose. But I love to watch when you're walking away from me. Yeah, yeah. I love the way you love me. I love the way. I hate to see you lose. You know I love to watch you leave. I hate to see you lose. Cause I love to watch you leave. Oh, I hate to see you. But I love to watch when you're walking away from me. But not half as much as I love when you leave. When you walk away from me.
Back. Back. Yeah, she dropped the bottle of wine, slipped out of her shopping bag, smashed in the driveway. And she was looking forward to that. She was like, "It's Friday, I want a glass of wine." You know how it is. And it's just, and she got me a drink, and then like her drink's just smashed in the driveway. So that was real sad. So I told her to door dash it. Told her I live my life by a simple motto, which is sometimes the universe punches you in the face, and sometimes you have to punch it right back. DoorDash that shit. Pay the delivery fee. Pay the express fee. Fuck it. Red wine. Easy peasy. Yeah. So, alright, it's Orktober. We were just talking shit. We're going to be trying to finish up some of these loose details today. I'm kind of over some of the details that I'd like to start moving on. So let's see if we can just kind of like grind out the grays, and then so I can get some weathering done. Sorman the White OG, thank you for your support. Exclamation point fall gear, you guys know the promo. We rolled over like 113 bucks. Exclamation point Daka Daka. That's our sponsor right now. Check out their Patreon page. Exclamation point class. If you're trying to get OP at painting, just ask, easy peasy. Whew, man. Yeah, so you see the rollover bar put us right in striking range of the next unlock. So let's lock into the cradle. My truck's in the shop right now, so I might get a phone call during the show. I have to take it. We'll see. To find a new mechanic. So my radiator, I don't know if it's my radiator, but I think I have a coolant leak. And I just put a new radiator. So I think one of the hoses is leaking, but it also could be it's adjacent to the water pump. So took it in. Found a sick mechanic out here, like down in the warehouse district, just like operating out of a warehouse with a bunch of lifts, like gangster. That's what I like. Moonface Killer, you found the bases in the bathroom? Yeah. Nice. Think I just took it to a chop shop recoil? Ginger beef. You went to do your wife's brake pads, found out the calipers are totally fucked. What up? Doing a full-on brake replacement, bleeding the lines and everything. Yeah, man, I spent a whole summer doing that to my car once. Just fixing the brake system on my 98 Mustang. We pray the hose clamps on the Explorer like to rust out and lose tension, allowing the hoses to leak around the fittings of the Yeah, it's kind of what it looks like, except it's a relatively new hose and clamp. You know, so I'm like, what the fuck, man? I got on there and looked at it, and I was like, huh. But he says he doesn't think it's even leaking from there. He just thinks it's dripping there. All right. So we've been slowly bringing the gray up. We haven't done much back here. So let's take a look at some colors. This is black blue. Let's see if I can get some of this out. I'm almost out of this, but I can still scrape some out. Grab some bold titanium white. Let's get some jade, or bright jade, whatever. Let's get some black. So what I want to do here is kind of sort out some of these details back here. They got some let's get some black, blue, and some white. A little noosh, little water. Lower the opacity a little bit. So you see I've got like right here. Right here. And so we're just kind of following that cylinder shape. Too easy. Moon phase killer. What's the purpose for the noosh? Is to slow down the dry time. Lower the opacity without introducing more moisture. It's mostly what I'm using it for in this moment. Just using some stippling right here, some heart pulling. invert right here. Walk that cylinder line. Now, try to piece together what we're looking at back here. So, big smokestack right here. Some stacks right here. I wonder. See, I want to treat these as hoses right here. So let's grab some black and jade. I want that to be a hose. Some black.
From we enter inside, I come through and lift up the vibe. That's just what we bring, we get like. Gonna get this party started alright all night. Got the rhythm on deck, I don't need to tell you what's next. Just jump to the rhythm and show me two-step. Jump to the rhythm and show me two-step.
Because we can't just have everything be gray. All these doodads. So then this is just a transparent medium, ginger beef. I mean, like, you can look at it that way if you want. I mean, like, water is just a transparent medium. We're lowering the opacity without introducing moisture, but it also is going to slow the dry time down and reactivate. With moisture, with water, with straight up water. Let's grab a little white. Just put a little highlight right there. Flow improver, it's kind of, I mean, kind of, but like flow improver, like almost dissolves paint. Oh, and I've got a nail that's pissing me off right here. I can't stand it when my nails touch the paper. Like the edge of my nails touch the paper and I was about to lose my fucking shit. No, it's still there. When you work with your hands, man, it's like sometimes little things. All right. Grab a little bit of white. Some noosh. So I'm really lowering, really throttling the opacity here. Go. Let's invert right here. Heart pull back. Maybe a little bit more of the blue black. Go for like a center mass highlight right here. Stipple a little bit of highlight and center right there. There on that little latch. Going straight center mass. Since I'm right here, I want to mess around with these shoulders. Want to box them out better. These little dealies. I don't know what these are. Just grab a little water. Lower the opacity more. Take some of the moisture off with a paper towel. I want to start getting some of these miscellaneous details dressed. See that? I do plan on bringing a little bit of weathering in. So around OG says you got to bounce. Much love, brother. You'll hang out with me tomorrow. Tomorrow? Oh, I don't stream on Saturday, man. Not anymore. Do Mondays now. Thank you for your support. The call is coming from inside the house. Pray, pray. Did you hear a phone call? Because he said he'd hang out tomorrow. Is that like a reference? Failing to acknowledge this. Just trying to get all this gray. Captain Banhammer, thanks, man. Rhea Prey, you play the Diablo? You play that Thorns build? This back here is gonna be a whole thing. Says, hell yeah, working on the story mostly to clear it, but the build is fun as hell. It's like everything we've ever dreamed of, right? For Barbarian Thorns.
countryside, burninating the peasants, burninating all the people in the thatched roof cottages.
Mo, dollars, Mo, DACA.
I love it. I love the way she phrased that too. Mo dollars, Mo DACA. Let me get some love right there. Captain Hammer in the chat. I'm gonna get some burnt orange. Hammer. Get some mahogany. Hammer says, is there a viable high-level Thorn build? No, I might have to reinstall D4. I've had a viable Thorns build every season, including Season 0. But this one right here plays so much more fun because the new passive, like the one hang up is bossing, right? Bossing's a problem sometimes. Yeah, reappraise and said it. Running around with impunity, even bosses can't hide now. It's slaps. There's a lot of great builds that are just kind of there's not a lot of builds on the internet. I found out like today. I wanted to see if anybody was talking about anything. Everyone just Spiritborn this, Spiritborn that. Like, okay. Which is cool. I have no issue with that. Hammer says, need to give it another shake. Grew up on D1 and D2. Then lost too many hours running Griffs and D3. Man, I love D3. I love them all. I love every Diablo. Except Immortal. Recoil's mom. Hello, Kenny. Got up. Hope you're well. I am well. Hope you're well. Alright, so we're going to try to do some... We got to break up these metals. So, mahogany plus burnt orange, orange. Now, I want it to be a little bit more desaturated, so let's just grab some black, some white. So we just basically put gray in there. The chicken farming build. I forgot about that. The fucking the witch doctor chicken. Well, doorbell. What if that's DoorDash? Yep, my lady got her wine. All right. Right up the gate. This. This whole part right here. We're going to have to take this off of the gray color. Now let's see if we can kind of wet blend it a little bit. Let's go with a little more orange. Okay, let that chill. Easy peasy. Now for the next question. Did DoorDash get the right wine? We'll find out. this whole joint down here. If we can sort that out. Also want maybe like this.
Angels sang out in an immaculate chorus down from the heavens.
See, this thing's got like a rail or plumber's tape. Mio man, what's up, brother? That's an old schooler right there. Coming in for 62 months like the legend that he is. So get that little strap. Take some highlight right here. This thing. Here. It's just too much gray on gray. I just keep adding little bits of gray to the mix to keep it desaturated.
Fire keeps on burning. Hey, fire,
Here.
make another flame. Who say down to the wire? I might crash and burn, but I'll get up again. Higher. After wave comes another wave, like when they say my name. I can't take it, I won't fake it, no. 'Cause my tears ran
See, by just
might seem
separating some of these details, introducing some contrast, sharpens the image.
through the glass, running like never before. And I never move so fast, I'm running to whatever's in store. My river, my river, my river, never running dry. My river's never running dry. Water, like a wall, like
Fuck
a
yes.
wall, I got so much to offer. See my dark side, I don't hide no more. 'Cause promises mean nothing if they don't sow from the seeds.
Okay, let's go old school here. Let's see what I got. Looking for some colors. Okay. What I want here is some noosh, some brown, the experimental recoil. Recoil says, "I hear you." No, so many times I hear you say something, and I get halfway through typing my joke, and I think, no, you probably should stop. A little black and a little brown. Lots of noosh. Okay. Recoil, you did the Teddy Bear Picnic remix for us. Okay. Here's some water. Okay. Transparent red. Just jamming the transparent red raw dog into that tip. Rinse it. Chango says, "What was the noose added?" Because I wanted to be able to reactivate it with water and make it last longer. Here's some straight up purple. I'm gonna jam into the tip of that. Using stippling.
Question.
What?
Are we not saying phrasing anymore? I'm coming! Phrasing boom!
Come on, make a hole.
Phrasing boom.
Tell Archer I'm coming for him. Phrasing boom and both berries out.
Next Monday isn't going to work, unfortunately. I will figure out a day and time for the next class.
It's my man, Idiot and Rampage. Understood, brother. Thank you for so much for your support. I'm using a little water to kind of reactivate that noosh. Nord Dogs, what's up, man? Here's some straight up blue. deliberately stippling it to be a little rough. Grab a little water. Reactivate it? Whoa, what am I missing in this hobby? Noosh has a reactivation quality, kind of like oil paint. So I'm just stippling it with a little moisture right now. And the reactivation will give me a capillary blurring. So I got some really nice blends on those pipes. That's an effect. Simple effect. That's a Christmas tree ornament. My man's Easy Peasy knows all about those. So we're just locking things in. This backpack I'm working on right now. So you saw that. Now let's do it again. Okay. So here's mahogany plus black. Noosh. So it's heavy noosh, some moisture. Okay. Here's water. Kind of just dragging it down. Let's grab some transparent red. We're just gonna raw dog that straight in. So we'll go from the brown to the red. That's it. Now let's grab some stock purple. We're gonna be a little bit more careful here. That's it. We take a little noosh, little transparent red. Let's just poke at where the purple meets the brown and red. That's it. Banhammer, you've been working on that gas. I don't think I really like metallic paints anymore. That's what Easy Peasy told me today. So now we're going to just carefully stipple the blue. Do a little bit more up here. You see, with all that noosh, we lowered the opacity a lot. And so as it's drying, you're seeing how it's being heavily informed by the gray. Cruise control. What's up, man?
When we are apart, I will remember.
So it's just some tasty little effects.
Summer. Remember whenever
Now let's go back to this starting place right here. Where we're trying to we desaturated kind of bronze situation.
that walk
So what we need to do is figure out how we're going to try blend this.
the moon high above the treetops, the smell of magnolias in full bloom,
Maybe something like that.
and when
Over here.
we are apart, I will be wishing on
Oh, no.
starlight, wishing that I could give the stars to you.
I don't necessarily want to go too hard on it.
Who knows if tomorrow may bring us the
Here.
chance
So pull straight down.
for a brand new start. Till that moment, you'll be in my heart.
Something like that. Just hard pull. Keeping it kind of on the weak side. Right there. See, following that shine line. And the thing is you don't need to do like a pretty, you don't need to go like super hard to NMM. You just need to use the right colors and then just do highlights and it'll ride.
And when we are apart, I will be wishing on starlight, wishing that I could give
There we go.
the stars to you. Who knows if tomorrow may bring us the chance for a brand new start. Till that moment, you'll be in my heart.
Let's rinse it down.
Till forever, you'll be in my heart.
Downgrade brush size. We're using high opacity, low moisture. And we're gonna run the tracer technique right here. Using some ochre. Just like that. Not gonna go any deeper than that into the NMM. Be like right here. And that's the heart pull. Bang out a quick text. There's some nice little scratches here too. Here. Here. Easy. We're just going to go through. And catch some angles. Try to run the tracer. Hold your breath. Swing it from right to left. Always be rotating. See if we can do a little heart pull right here. Boom. Right there. There. See, we're not doing a whole lot here. Let's move up here. Push this camera back up. There we go. Pad, see a little moisture. Cognizant of your tip penetration. Okay, let's do a heart pull right here. And we're keeping it kind of low shine. We're not using any white. We don't want it to get too shiny.
Angels sang out in an immaculate chorus. Down from the heavens descended Chuck Norris.
Moonface Killer. Says, shit, I've been slacking keeping up my prime. Yeah, dude, it's been longer than that. Traditionally, the whiter you go and the blacker you go when you're doing NMM, the more reflective you're saying the surface is, the more light's bouncing off. So we're trying not to get too shiny. Trying to respect that orc's lifestyle. Pretty tasty. And I'm trying to also respect the scale that we're operating at. You know, kind of loosen up the fanatical contrast to sharpening strategy that I usually use. On something this big. Trying to loosen up. Oil, like I said, oil wash would be great for this red too. All right, let's go with black and white. Just light gray. Just stipple it on. We're raw dogging it.
I'm in the end zone. Where did he go? You way too slow, homie. I been gone. I know you see, I got the wings, homie. I been flown. Me and the team going for rings. That is the end goal. Hey, I go beast mode. All around the world like eco.
There's also a little dial here.
Can't stop me like Chico's. I'm suave like Rico. Can't be mine no repo. This my home like depot. Can't deny like Vito. Hey, way too fast. I gotta go. I'm in the zone. Foot on the gas.
It's red set. Wolf Sark. Let's grab some pure white. What's up, man? I'm working on a skull taker. So that guy's an OG. Bringing the pure white in. Now let's kind of split the difference between the white and the gray. My man, Dr. D. Gifted a sub to Wolf Stark. Show you boys some love. This little dial. I don't know what to do. Maybe some watered down black. inside the hull there. God, they like the guy who was the maker on this kit, he reused that asset so many times. Stippling some overly nooshed black around these nuts. Always wash your nuts. Can't blame him for cheating a little bit. That's right, Moonface. It's true. Well, Sark, you saw a lot of Orc players using the kill rig. Last tournament you were at?
Angels sang out in an immaculate chorus. Down from the heavens descended Chuck Norris.
Slamu, what's up, brother? 12 months, homie. And right now we're just using low opacity, semi-opaque, kind of wet, black. We're just kind of heart pulling that in, creating separation. We're just darkening recesses. Sharpen the image a little bit. I like that. Now we got this whole nonsense up here. So we got a thingy right here. Honestly, this whole thing. Here's some black. Some black blue. With a white. Bit of water. Trying to just get inside that little pocket. Backpack. It's a lot of action. I mean, look, and it's huge, right? It's like this whole torso length. It's like painting a whole other model. Wolfstar, you finished painting the Red Master on Skull Throne last week. It was the only thing that got points increase in the update for Demon. It's OP. Okay, let's grab a gray fish. Let's get these nuts. Let's highlight our nuts. Some right here. Let's get these fucking goddamn cones, pyramids. Right here. Just tighten this latch up. Yeah. Well, sorry, they reduced the points of the celiac guy. Dead Nerves, his backpack looking so good, even Dora the Explorer is jealous. Nice. Fiddly Fits, what's up? Get these little staples. I want to forget right here. That's pretty good. I think I can start bringing some weathering in on some of this now. Trying to get everything to the same place on something this big if you're just tuning in. It's kind of hard to tell in my hand because movie magic, but this is that Orc Commando knob. This is a full character. Terminator. Warp Talon. Lord on Juggernaut. So the scale of this guy is completely jacked, right? He's like I say, he's like a toy. And it's gigantic, like a Gorkanaut moon face. Exactly. That's what I would play him as. That's a fucking Gorkanaut right there. Colossal fucking orc boy or orc war boss Gorkanaut counts as. He's like an orc in Terminator armor. Like, but in Dreadnought armor. This is his base. I mean, he's like about the size of a fucking war dog. So like, this is like a war dog base. Gravity's a theory. He's got some, yeah. For an orc to get this big, that motherfucker is busting some heads. All right, let's do a whip session, our Friday whip session. Chaos and Lead, what's up? Just lock into the cradle. Ugh. Oh my god. Drink some tea. Let's get Discord popping. Glitter Gamer. DM me. Doesn't sound like a legit name. Exclamation point whip. Ooh, recoil. Nice. Keeping it rusty. Recoil on deck. So it's got this one based. Highlights and weathering now. Then on to these guys. Going to do 2 at a time to try to get them done for October finishes. My nose has completely stopped working. The fuck?
Angels sang out.
Slam move? No, that's Brager.
Descended Chuck Norris.
Badger. I love it. Highlights and weathering. Yeah, it's just so clean like this though. Those hurricane allergies. Post-hurricane allergy. I mean, like this nostril just right now stopped working. And this one, we're at like 10%. Like it's preposterous. Fuck. Is that the war trike? I love it. Too clean for your orky needs. Recoil. Okay. But I counter that with like all the stuff that makes the vehicle janky is built into it. You know? So I tend not to go overboard in that capacity. It's like Plague Marines, you know? I mean, you executed it cleanly, so you're fine. But a lot of people, they'll like paint their Plague Marines poorly. And they'll be like, yeah, but the Plague Marines are supposed to be this way. So no, like all the features of the Plague Marine that is gross is built into the model. You have to paint it. Just paint it. Like, bad contrast is bad contrast. Poor execution is poor execution. You're not trying to make like a pristine armored model look dirty. The Plague Marine is dirty. That's how he's modeled. That's how he's sculpted. But, you know, like for the orcs, You know, they've got like panels welded on top of other panels. They've got plumber's tape holding things on. They got all sorts of shit. Just paint stuff. But if you want some, weathering in the engine because you're like, oh, it's Orcs, or dirt on the tires, yeah. Never use it as an excuse to execute poorly, which you're not. Your models are very cleanly executed. All right, this is gonna annoy me. Let me go see if I got some Afrin in the other room. Give me a second. Literally can't breathe at the nose. All right, back. Found some, sprayed it up in my nose. Took a pee-pee break while I was at it. Whew. We're good. Let's move on to Gravity's a Theory. Wow. Easy peasy. DoorDash wine didn't break. Nope. She just sat down to drink some. Let me tell it. It's on. People are worried about it. If you got more wine. Gravity is a theory. This is quite impressive, sir. Look at this picture. This picture really shows you what the story's all about. Just casually, as a stopper. This guy's mech arm, his mech hand is a stopper. Man. More DACA. She's watching a scary show. Beautiful. So she's watching a scary show. She doesn't do good with scary stuff, guys. I'm not gonna lie. That janky Halloween haunt we went to last weekend, bro. She didn't do good. She's like, I'm watching something scary. Like, why do you do this to yourself? Man, even the back is sick. Easy peasy. See, no, she loves scary. She likes scary shit. She's like, she loves Halloween shit, scary shit. She does not do well. She panics. She almost fucking passed out. She straight almost fainted. She was like, you don't even see me, but like, she's like, I will throw myself in a bush, pee my pants. Do not let go of me. Bro. She was not lying. We went through this like maze, and at the end there was like an animatronic rat monster. Whatever. Bro, she could not. She was like, I can't go. I can't pet. I fucking can't go. I'm dying. I had to drag her through it, and then she bolted. She's like, full sprint. Was gonna just throw herself in the bush. But I didn't let go. So I had to like kind of carry her to the bush. And she was like woozy and shit. Like she was gonna faint. In her mind though, for that moment, that shit was real. I envy that. That's good. I mean, suspension of disbelief, you know? Gravity's a theory, you're amazing. Easy peasy. One of my students working on effects. Let's take a look. See, the balls are hard because they're 360, right? We talked about this. The viewing angle breaks down because they're observed from multiple angles. So, real talk, the best strategy for that is don't make them depleted. Make them just full to the brim. You see? When it's a dome or a ball, you can only make the effect work from one viewing angle. And that's the problem with this blue. Problem with this blue that you're using for glass is that blue is also the color we associate with liquid. So it doesn't make sense. If you look at something that's like clear, like this, right? Whatever's behind it is, you know, what it looks like. So it's usually best to make it dark. What's the absence of liquid is dark. Darker than the liquid. That's why we go with black. So the effect, it's a tasty little treat. The little balls, little balloons. It's a tasty little treat, but it doesn't look like, you know, a beaker full of water. Like, it's fun. And it's cool, and it's visually pleasing. But the effect has not been achieved. But that's also like the hardest. That's the hardest thing though, is the 360 view angle with the 2D effect. So best to just not do the effect. Just say the balloons are just filled to the brim with the green liquid. Oh, my man's working on some pink horrors. I like going with the white, bringing the pink in. Over that fleshy pink color. and some heavy intercessors or sisters. Oh yeah, the multi-melta sisters, the minions, is that what they're called? Retributors, thank you. Oh shit. Catching that raid. I get some love in chat for Monument Hobbies, my man Jason Christ, Gentastic, and the crew. The progenitors of the greatest paint line in the hobby today. I saw that you're going to be on the Challenger Cup docket. If Jason, I don't know if Jason's there. So I got to be out at Challenger Cup next year. I'll be teaching a painting class, an airbrushing class. Jason's in Milwaukee. Why? Slumming it up, Midwest. Gonna be making you guys some money. Checking out the new venue, Adepticon venue. Why? Shit's like half a year away. Is he just partying? Is he just drinking garbage beer and just hanging out and eating street vending food? Gotta get the prime real estate. I'm not saying that's not a bad.
Milk was a bad choice.
My man Rotweezy.
K-Dog in the house. Happy Friday. Hope all is good for you. Progress on your secret shit. Hobo 2 out. Doing my ham class tonight.
Yeah, that's my man Rotweezy working on my secret, bro. So we went. So my aunt, who now is apparently best friends with my girlfriend. She loves her. She's already like, they're already BFFs. Told her about estate sales. And now, my lady's obsessed with estate sales. It's her shit now. So, we went to this estate sale the other day, just so she could buy these Rottweiler. These are like Gen 1 Tamagotchis. Is she a ham operator also, Rottweiler? No. She has every gen of Tamagotchi going back to the original. That in when I say, and these are the only two Rottweiler These are the only two that are like aftermarket purchases, like, or after the fact. They're all used by her at the appropriate year, right? Like, this is my 95 Tamagotchi that I used and I played. This is my 94. This is, you know, whatever. She, like, they're all like real. Like, she used them and played them. She's never lost one, never got rid of one. So she has, it's all of them, up to the new shit, that the uni now and everything. It's an impressive collection. I never got into it, but when she was showing me her collection when I first met her, she like has them in like a little Crown Royal bag, and she's like, "Look at them." I was like, "This is worthy of a display. Are you kidding me? Like, I don't give a fuck about Tamagotchi. Don't get it twisted. Like, this shit's lame, but impressive collection nonetheless. This is worthy of display. So that's why we're doing what we're doing, Ramon. Buy one of those Amazon crates, have an opening partner. Rottweiler. No, so I have, it hasn't been, it's everything's waiting on the stands. I've got these like Japanese display case on these like low pro shelves above her bed, and the Tamagotchis will display in there. For years, she hid everything in the closet. Just like all her like cute collection stuff. She was never in a situation where she was authorized to showcase what she could.
If you donate to the stream today, you're in for a big surprise. If you donate to the stream today, your boner may grow in size. For Ken's going to the Circle K, there's off-brand meds on sale all day, cause today's the day that Kenny will get you.
That's the jam. She almost did it. If you donate to the stream today, you're in for a big surprise. If you donate to the stream today, your boner may grow in size. For Ken's going to the Circle K, there's off-brand meds on sale all day, because today's the day that Kenny will get you dick pills. Recoil wrote that. Recoil wrote that for me. Jack Close painting in the chat. What's up, brother? Stream that shit. I will, Rottweiler. Dead nerd. That's right, man. Do you remember? So like, I'll never forget it. It's a memory. It's an informative memory. It's forever. Like it's ingrained. Recoil sends me that poem in the middle of the night for me. And he's like, "Oh, I spent all night trying to write this." Like, I was like, "I want a Circle K boner pill song phrased to Teddy Bear Picnic." And he wrote it, and I was like, "This is sick. This slaps." But he's like, "Yo, I tried to write this all night. God, I'm stupid." That's what he fucking said. He's like, fucking stupid. Like, and I was like, "Don't worry." And so the plot thickens because 40K Sue, the iciest mom in the game, who on the side is an editor for fanfic Stargate SG1 books, volunteer. She edited this. Remember, she fixed it for you, Recoil. Because the last line was, you know, wasn't Kenny will get you dick pills. She's the one who said it needs to be shortened because it doesn't hit the bar. And she's the one who made the edit to Kenny will get you dick pills. So this is a collab. 40K Sue and Recoil. My mom wrote the part that said Kenny will get you dick pills. Legit. We're doing a whip session. If you just tuned it in, exclamation point whip. Moving over to Moonface Killer. Moonface Killer, this is an impressive picture. I've never seen a picture like this in my life. Is this a commission or is it just how big your dick is? That's right. The iciest dick pill editor in the biz. Rottweiler says, should listen to Recoil and I play Space Marine 2 with Bruno. Playing a Bulwark. Bruno, wait for your dad. Recoil, slow down, Bruno. Bruno, I got a power fist. Let's go. Let me see if I can reread that. I'm gonna try to do more dramatic. Bruno, wait. Bruno, wait for your dad. Slow down, Bruno. Bruno, I got a power fist. Let's go. Dr. D, Austin, even with the fiber optics, has some janky internet. You know, it does. When I was out there for a while, I noticed that. Moonface Killer. This is just me getting back into the painting game. Wow. Feeling motivated again after banging out some work. This shit slaps, brother. He was asking about the bases, though. He said, what do I even do with these? I mean, there's not too much real estate available, but I recommend you see me doing it here all the time. Combination of Spellcrow rocks and Gamer's Grass base toppers. Rottweiler. 17 Warriors later, Carnifex, name it. How did we live? Dennis, our resident gunpla master. Let's take a look. Brah. 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 Sexy. This silver paint's a little weird. What's going on there, Dennis? I mean, I like it. I don't see you doing that very often, though. Took a while to do. It's quite complex, quite a complex build. It's big on a 100th kit. I think it's just under a foot tall. Damn. Pigment, it's dark iron. I like it. Carlos Gomez likes to stream on Facebook. Jump over on Twitch, baby. Dr. D just give a tier 1 sub to Earl Dunk, aka Dennis. Beautiful. Let's kick it over to Rot Wheezy. Work. Is that commission done yet? No, not quite. Some good airbrushing right here. See, this is a good use of cheat codes. We were talking about this earlier today, me and Easy Peasy. Airbrush cheat codes. This came out pretty good though. Good use of a lot of basic techniques all put together. Noor says, what are my availabilities for paint class? Teach 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. Just sign up on my spreadsheet. I can take up to 3 students a day. Got openings. Exclamation point class. Time, if we're talking time wise, I try to start around 11 a.m. my time, but every day has kind of its own window, so it's like time windows you sign up for. I work with people in Australia, work with people in the UK. It's always a way to make it happen. Rottweiler, I bet they're happy. This shit slaps. What's this? Oh, this is awesome. Nor says, I work to 5 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, let me look right now. So 12 to 4, 12 to 4. I go as late as 6. I start at 6 on Wednesday, like it's the latest. 8:30 on Thursday, 8:30 on Friday. So you can book me after a Friday stream. So I've got 2 days that goes late. I'll start a class as late as 8:30. One day I'll start a class at 6. So 3 days out of 5. I have openings after 5. Yeah, that shirt's awesome. All right, good job, guys. That was one of the best Friday whip sessions I've ever seen. Some fucking amazing work. Great project completion. Oh, I missed Mars. Forgot there was one more picture. Dog picture. Mars after bath. He failed his report card. Told him not to use a blow dryer. Guess what they did? Use a blow dryer. He bit a hole in the dryer. Got all pissed off. Dead Nerve, you got your Elric's Hobbies order in today. Thanks for the code and your 14-year celebration. Thank you, brother. Mars is looking big. £130. God damn. Exclamation point fall gear. We've got our fall gear promo going off right now. We got tons of things to pick from. Exclamation point Daka Daka. If you want to see what the Daka Daka store brings to the table, check out their Patreon page. Get those STLs. Exclamation point class. If you want to sign up, like Nora was talking about. Exclamation point Ender. Every $200 adds another prize drawing. You want to get a raffle ticket, you got to be in the final four on top of it. So you just got to give me money. Let's log back in the obesity cradle. Oh. There we go. Back pillow. Lock it. Earl was talking about Dog says you'll sign up for class this Sunday. I don't teach on the weekends. Don't forget that. Or do you mean like you'll sign up on Patreon this Sunday? Earl Doug says, GW had a price increase in the UK. Went to pick up a few bits today and ended up putting a few things back. Good. Shit is gotten pricier. Yes, Earl. Nora, got it. Understand, brother. Thank you. I appreciate your support, homie. That's how I pay these bills, baby. I got that ADHDs. I can't work. Fuck it. I want to jump into some weathering. So, let's take some of this burnt orange. Noosh. Where metal touches metal. Just rinse it. Just some water. And some heart pulls. We'll let that chill. Some noosh. Here, let's just kind of push that around. So I'm erring on the side of less is more right now. So I'm deliberately putting this stuff where metal touches metal. And there's a ton of noosh. Now we're just gonna direct with some stippling, some heart pulls, a little bit of moisture on the brush. See, as that settles down after that cleanup, you see how very chill that is. Up here too. As a matter of fact, I plan on doing some down here. Because I love the way it looks when it touches white. Wash that nut. Rinse it. Let's curate it a little bit. Get these nuts. Let's get some on the white. Rinse it. Feather it out. And then we're going to go through and just stir up our weathering game. For an orange, ton of noosh. Stipple it in. Get a little bit of moisture on the brush. Subtract, reactivate, and push it around. See how low key it is. Rinse. Now up here, I'd like to get some on his checkers. So let's put some here. And let's subtract gently. Noosh is really helpful here. More water. And we're finally getting some action in some of those textures. Big ass shoulder bolt. The trick is don't be lazy. You need to direct the weathering to what's appropriate. So I love the way it looks on the white. So let's get the nut back here. Keeping it low key. And so you want it to be like this, so that way if you need to ramp it up anywhere, you can. Stipples. Rinse it. Shout out to J Bay. Let's not forget a little bit right here. You don't want to go too hard, like I said. You want it to be extremely low opacity. So that way we can have both the metal kind of feeling showing through while looking weathered. But if you go too hard, it just starts to look like he's a rust bucket. Right here. Don't forget the axe. Slapping it on. Heavy noosh. Rinse it. Subtract from it. Reactivate it. A bit of moisture. There we go. Boom. So easy. Don't forget, here in the white, it's like my favorite. Use a little water to subtract. This is the part where people tend to start getting pretty lazy. So we've done just about everything with one pass. Now, what I would do is I would start reinforcing. Go back. Take a little bit more opaque orange and push it exactly where it needs to go to show off its best rust spot, you know, like here. Like it to be a little bit more aggressive up top. But you want to keep it kind of chill. You see all that? See how low opacity that orange brown comes out? That burnt orange? Now we're, pretty good for jumping into the red now. Just go through, touch a few things, orange them up a little bit more. Just here and there. This is just one thing. Orange brown. I'm not getting fancy. Nothing crazy. Rampage says the boy looks so good. Thanks, man. So now we have like a finish on that metal that's starting to look really classy. And the red's not even done, dude. It's just airbrushed. You believe that shit? See how my lady's doing. She was watching that scary show. But there's other weathering colors I use for effects. And, it's wild. Like you can use literally like some black, some white, some brown. So we can use like a completely different brown. Use that as a little bit more grime. Also, purple is great for this. Black and white. Still using Noosh. Just kind of layering some complexity over it. Shockingly, put a little red and white in there and kind of get it trending toward pink. Some orange. For some reason, there we go. This works really well too. As long as you keep the opacity low. Especially on like an engine compartment. Recoil says, yeah, some browns for old rust, orange for new rust, black for carbon buildup, jade for patina. Wyatt, okay, brother. Speaking of which, here's just some jade right here. Take some noosh. Some water. Hope you feel better, Wyatt. Water and some noosh. Boom. You see how simple that is? And look at that backpack. No metallic paints. We barely did anything you would consider NMN. A little bit of quick weathering. Might use some of this. I'm gonna throw some black in this. Or orange. I like that. It's a good grime. Little water. The rust. Now I'm using a little bit more opacity and more deliberate stippling. About 2.5, 3 minutes left. If you want to jump in on this final 4, you know what you got to do. Get on this fall gear, these fall rewards. And this is an effect that I teach also in my 201 curriculum, easy peasy, with the colors of weathering. I do some hardcore weathering at least once a year for some orcs. Here's some of our modified kind of pink, engine grime kind of color. A little white or a little water. Straight up orange. Just dragging some streaks. A little darker. More streaks. Bo Techie, thank you for the follow. 1 minute left on the dot. If you want to jump in on this, you can get in on this for as little as 666 right now. Weathering secretly easy. Guilty O'Neill tuning in. Recoil's mom. I'm a big fan of the face with a little of the orange in it. Love it. I fucking love this model.
And his name is John C. You gotta get swifty in here. It's time
Nose
to get
magic.
swifty. Uh-oh. You gotta get swifty. Oh, yeah. Take off your pants and your panties. Shit on the floor.
Most magic, I owe you. I have a lot of stuff to shove into a swag bag for you, brother. Did you ever? I haven't followed up because of the move and everything. Did you move? I have a note that says, make sure that you don't send it to the wrong place. Let me get some love in the chat from my man Mo's Magic before the buzzer. The guy you were gonna rep from totally screwed you over? What a fucking dick. What did he end up doing? Ran into his like kid or something? Is everything okay? You alright? You may call Liam Neeson. Ballin'. We set everything up. Everything seemed good. Got ready to go. Then he went ghost mode. No one has heard from him. That's sketchy. Sorry, brother. That's gotta be frustrating as hell, man. Let me make some notes here. Saruman. Now turn right, you got that little wet palette, the exemplar. I love that thing. Shout out to Game Envy. Gonna try again in a few months. I hope it all works out for you, Most Magic. Nocturnal, yeah, that's always the rub. No money changed hands, but the dude was great friends with my kids. He ghosted them too. What a dick. Yes, hitting a rampage, dark red. I like burnt red. Thank you guys so much for your support tonight. I appreciate you. Couldn't do it without you. Nocturnal says, if I'm not mistaken, I don't think I can find specific sponges for the palette. You can probably get away with that. I don't know why you can't buy sponges for it. I mean, maybe they don't have it out for release yet because it was from their Kickstarter. This small one is from their Kickstarter.
The smell of magnolias in full bloom.
The one I have is actually not even from the Kickstarter. It's a fucking 3D printed prototype.
And when we are apart, I will be wishing on starlight.
All right, so who's on Recoil?
That I could give the stars to you.
It's Friday.
Who knows if tomorrow may bring us the chance for a brand
Mini Ruckus.
till that moment you'll be in my
There's some new people painting.
heart.
Thank you, Wells. I mean, Mini Ruckus is doing Orktober, so fuck it. All right, guys, let's bring the length, the girth, and the positivity on over to Mini Ruckus. The raid is ticking down. Thank you guys for your support this week. I hope you guys all enjoy your weekend. We'll go check on my lady. See you guys on Monday. Anybody who signs up over the weekend, you can book me as soon as Monday. Shout out to our mod Recoil, aka Coil Daddy, and all of our supporters.
I will be wishing on starlight.
Let's bring the length, the girth, the positivity on over to Mini Ruckus. As always, until we meet again, play on, players.
May bring us a chance for a brand new start. Till that moment, you'll be in my heart. Till forever, you'll be in my